Hi there, this is Tracy Kirkley with Crye-Leike Realtors in Olive Branch, Mississippi. And in the years that I've been selling homes, one of the questions that pops up from my sellers all of the time and that I want to address today is, all right, Tracy, so we've got an accepted contract on our house. What happens now? All right, so while there's a lot of things that do happen between contract and getting to the closing table, the three primary things that I think a seller needs to be aware of is going to be inspections, appraisal, and preparing the home to transfer to the new owners. So let's talk about inspections first. There could be several different types of inspections that occur within the first couple of weeks of being under contract, but the primary one that's going to happen is the general home inspection, and that's whereby a buyer hires a professional home inspector to come in and check everything out. They're going to look at the roof, they're going to look at electrical, appliances, all of that. So once that's completed, the buyer's going to take a look at the report, and then they're going to have typically three options. They can accept the house as it is. Hey, that'd be great. They can actually typically terminate the contract if there was something that they didn't like. We don't want that. And then the third option is what happens most, and that's where they prepare a list of repairs that they would like for you to take care of. And then negotiations on those repairs will happen at that point. All right, that's number one. Number two is going to be the appraisal process. If the buyer is using a mortgage to purchase the home, which most are, then their lender is going to order a professional appraisal. Now, the purpose of that appraisal is to make sure that the purchase price or the sales price in the contract is actually supported by market data. So the appraiser is going to come in, again, within the first couple of weeks, and they're going to measure the home, they're going to look at the amenities, the condition of the property, and then they're going to determine if the property value is supported by the market data. If they see that it is, then the appraisal contingency is met and you move forward towards close. If they find that it's not quite supported by the market data, then typically what's going to happen is you're going to start renegotiations on the price. Now, the buyer might have another option in this as well. They could terminate the contract if it doesn't appraise for the sales price, but typically renegotiation is what happens. The third thing that you need to be prepared for is getting the house ready to transfer to the new owners. And this is going to be everything from packing the house up, to transferring utilities out of your name, to getting it cleaned up, to gathering up all of the manuals that go along with the house. And one thing that always pops up with my sellers is they're like, all right, Tracy, so we're taking everything down off the walls and we're leaving all these holes. Do we need to really patch and paint those? So I answer that with a question. What would you want a seller to do for you? So I think the golden rule applies there. Also, quickly, be sure to look back at the contract and make sure that you're leaving with the house what's supposed to stay with the house. If the contract said, hey, you need to leave the refrigerator, then leave the fridge. If it says you need to leave the curtains, then leave the curtains. What you don't want to happen is you've moved off to another state and you get a call saying, excuse me, but we need for you to bring the refrigerator back. All right, so we don't want that to happen. So again, the three things that you really need to be aware of when you've got your house under contract as a seller is the inspection, the appraisal, and preparing the home to transfer it to the new owners. Hope that's been helpful. Good luck selling your house and have a great day.